Hello YouTube, this is Coolest Motherfucker coming at you with a, let's see, I'm gonna call it a deck profile. This is it's a type of Value Bomb deck. So, yeah. Also, this mat here, this awesome black wing mat with armed wing, value, and armor master. This has been traded to, my teammate Bubbly8. So, yeah, no more offers on this. If you want a, mat custom made for you, if you supply the mat, it'll be $15 off, for every mat that you give me. So, let's say you gave me 2 blank mats, it's $30 off. So, I'd say that's a good deal. But, if you're interested in a custom mat like this, you can even get color if you want. So, if you're interested, just hit me up in a PM. I'll do what I need to do. But, yeah. So, here we go. I'm going to start the deck off now. I'm going to go through the extra deck first. You know, it's basically Staplish, Chimera Tech, Stardust, Thought Roller, Doom Dragon, Black Rose, 2 Armor Master, because you are running Black Wings, 2 Armed Wings, again, Black Wings, Bryonac, a Revived King Hades, because you do run Plague and a few zombies, Gaia Knight, and Goyo, and Ally. Okay, now for the main deck. The main deck is actually, it's quite easy to make. It's simple, depending, like, how well your resources are. If you're new to Yu-Gi-Oh! And you find this deck, appealing to you, it might be harder to make because some of the cards are old, some of them aren't, or the fact that some cards can't really be gotten that easily. So, here we go. I'm going to start off, the Heavy Storm and Cold Wave. Now, these 2 cards are amazing simply because they're spell and trap control, and they're the only 2 spell cards in this deck. So that makes it just all the better for these 2, and for the combos you can pull off. Morphing Jar, Necrogardna, Grepher, and Raikou. These are the support cards in your deck. Basically, Grepher gets Necro and other stuff into the graveyard. And he's discard plotter for Grepher himself. Morphing Jar, just new hand, and Raikou pops a card and you mill 3. So, with all these cards, except for Necro, you're getting cards into the graveyard. Or these 3, you're getting Necro into the graveyard easily and you're blocking an attack. If you have to. So, there's that. 2 Phantom of Chaos. It's an amazing card. Copies effects in the graveyard. You probably, if you mill him out, then he's really not useful. But, he can be used to copy effects, which is extremely useful later in the game. Or later in the deck, I mean. Stangan, just an amazing searcher, can search almost anything except for the bigger monsters from the deck. Traggo and Gores, they're just great. You get hit directly, special summon, and you get token, and he just gets cards for your hand. So, if you keep cards in your hand until you want to push for a game, then he can be really useful. And they're both, and all those cards really are Dark Fiends. A lot of them are. Both Phantom of Chaos are Traggo, Gores, all that stuff. And so here we go. 2 Nova Summoners. They're light fairy monsters. They search out your dimensional alchemists. Now your alchemists aren't really in here because they can remove. They have remove and stuff. Your alchemists are in here because they can become an 1800 beat stick really for a turn, and they can have the ability to bring back remove stuff. So it's that they have that possibility, and they have the nice 1800 poke. And they are summonable by Nova Summoner, so they get pulled out, and then you're just 1800. So it works out. 3 Zombie Master and Plague Spreader, and a Mizuki. These guys get into the graveyard extremely easily because you have Grepher and all that stuff. And through some combos, you get these into the graveyard, and then you start doing combos to get more than 1 Zombie Master out, and you get Plague out. So with combos like this, and with Mizuki, you can start thinking for a bunch of level 6, hence why you have revived King Hades. Next you have 3 Gokipon. Now a lot of people will be wondering why you're running Gokipon, isn't this Vayu, and why haven't we seen Vayu? Mainly because this deck doesn't only revolve around Vayu, it just uses it. And Gokipon is in here for main searching because I'd only be using 2 maybe, but I'm using 3 because it's just a really good set. Search for either another Gokipon or for one of your 2 magical magical merchants. I need another, so if you have super rare one, or I think it's champion pack the super rare one comes in, or if you just have another common, I want it. So magical merchant, just flip, and you shave cards off until you reach a spell card. You only have 2 spell cards, Cold Wave and Heavy, so you have everything else as monsters, so they're just going to the graveyard until you get one of those, and that gives this card, like, it makes that the heart of the deck, because it sends cards for one of your 3 Dark Creators. You can mill him off, it really wouldn't matter, but if you mill like 2 of them off, you have one in your hand, you can just drop them and bring back other stuff, like Zombie Master and everything, and it's just really good. And it's also like early game discard plotter for Grepher and stuff. 2, Dark Necrofear. Dark Necrofear is just in a really, he's really in here only for a place like Proxy, sort of. Once I get another Magical Merchant and another Sky Scourge and Alaris, they're coming out, but for now, they're just in here. And they do work in the deck. I do summon them sometimes. Not extremely often, though. 2 Sky Scourge and Alaris. Now you remove 3 Fiends and a Light Fairy, and you just drop, and you can summon him. His bombing ability is just an amazing thing in this deck, so, yeah. And then you have your Blackwing lineup, 3 Vayu, 2 Sirocco, 2 Elfin, and Gale. That's pretty much it for the deck. If you're wondering why I run the Gale's in there because I can summon Sirocco and drop this, and then half an attack, sync for level 8 Stardust, or something like that, and it just helps. So yeah, random token I use for Gores. This deck I've actually used a lot. It's really quite easy once you get Magical Merchant on the field face down the fence. It's really quite easy to start winning games. So yeah. Anyway, if you want a custom mat, PM me, make an offer, or, tell me what you need on the mat, and I'll see what I can do. If you're going to send me a mat, then $15 off, more than one, I'll accept more than one mat. Heck, you can even if you give me 5 mats, I think that'd be like $75 off, then it's free. The mat then would be free no matter what you want on it. So, you can get zones on it. You can get, normally, people want 3 different monsters and zones, is what people usually want. If you don't want the zones, you just want the 3 monsters and sort of a background, sure. It's cheaper. If you want zones and 3 monsters, it's kind of expensive. If you want, this one has letters on it. The guy that offered me, this was almost like $80, this mat. The guy that offered, wanted me to make this backed out, as soon as I made it, so, he's kind of a douchebag. His name is Golly Command. I don't know anything about him, he just backed out randomly, so, I'm saying he's not trusted. So, anyway, PM me, my name's right there, send me a PM, coolest motherfucker from Team Water Tribe, and I'm out.